Good morning team, Gavin here, and today's workout of the day is a 15-minute seated core workout. If you've got a dowel, use a dowel, anything that's straight. If you haven't, it's all good. The reason why I use this is it keeps you a bit of positive reinforcement to keep your back and shoulders straight, okay? But if you haven't got one, you can do without. It just makes an extra emphasis on your core, your posture. So the reason we're going to do a chair exercise is basically because a lot of core exercises you find out on the internet are really difficult. When you guys come into the gym and you're working with compound lifts like deadlifts and squats, you work your core anyway. But if you have to work out from home and you haven't quite got the extra weights that you need, then a seated core workout or an extra core workout is probably not a bad thing to be doing. And you can add this on to your other workouts if you want, or you can do it on its own. It doesn't really matter, it's entirely up to you. So what we've got is 7 exercises with a 1-minute break after that, and then you're going to repeat it maybe twice and give you about a 15-minute kind of workout, okay? So what I haven't got though, thinking of it now, is a timer, or maybe I have a timer on my watch. So what we're going to do in each exercise, I'll take you through the whole thing, do the best you can, and I'll give you some alternative exercises if the main ones are too hard, right? So first of all we've got is a seated lift and extend, okay? So what I'm going to do with this dowel, I'm just going to pop it behind my back if you've got the shoulder flexibility to do that. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to lift one leg up, I'm going to extend. Take it back down, and the other way, up and extend, okay? Now if this version is too hard, okay, you can sit back a little bit, you can lift and extend, it's way easier, okay? But try and sit up nice and tall if you can, right? So we're going to start this now, 3, 2, 1, and go. So you're going to lift, extend, down and back. And what you're going to find is that your hamstring's going to be pretty tight. And that's fine. Even if you're going to only straighten your leg this much, that's fine. But the better you get and the further you can extend, you're going to get a double whammy here. You get a bit of core workout coming on here, and you got a bit of a hamstring strengthening at the same time. Okay, we're going for about 20 seconds now. Keep going, keep breathing. Keep your posture nice and tall. Again, if you get tired, lean back and lift, okay? And you find this version is a lot easier. But I'm going to stick with a hard one for another 20 seconds or so. Alright. And we're not designed to be really hurting your core. We're not going to make you sore with this. It's just about engaging it, working on the balance, and that's 1 minute there, okay? Now what we're going to do is some twists, okay? So again, you've got the dowel. If you haven't got the dowel, you're going to keep your arms up nice and tall, okay? And you're just going to twist back and forth, okay? I'm going to start that right now. And when you do this, I want you to suck your tummy in and keep it kind of braced. Someone's going to smack you in the stomach, that bracing feel, and that's what I want from you guys. And then you're going to make sure that those obliques are working, and you should start to feel the muscles in the abs start to work. You can feel the hip flexors start to work, everything starts to work. And it's actually more challenging than it looks, okay? So with a dowel, if you've got a dowel, you're going to keep it there and just going to twist. It's really good. Limber up that spine at the same time. Okay, keep breathing through, keep the abs nice and tight. And if you're squeezing your abs too tight that you can't breathe, probably squeezing a bit too hard, alright? Alright, 15 seconds to go. And keep it going. I can start feeling it in my lower back, my upper back and my core at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright. Next one we've got now is knee taps, okay? So again, there's a couple of versions. For me, I'm going to bring it up to my chest, okay? And what you can do with this one, you can actually crunch it back down, okay? You get the abs working. If that's too hard for you, you can sit back and lift them up, okay? You pick the one that works for you, okay? 3, 2, 1, and go. Tuck it up, okay? Again, squeeze the abs together. So work on a bit of balance, and work on your posture, so work on the abs. You're going to feel a whole lot going on. That's 10 seconds gone. And again, with these exercises, it's slow. Slow is the key. The contraction, what you want. You don't want to be bouncing up and down, it becomes cardio. You want to really squeeze, focus on those muscles working, and you're going to really start to feel it working. Alright. About halfway, I think. Whew. And again, if you need to take a rest, that's cool, okay? You don't need to go for the whole 60 seconds, you can take as much rest as you need. And some of these are obviously going to be a bit more challenging than the other one. All right, another 10 seconds to go. All right, and done there, okay? Now what we've got is similar movement, but we're going to toe touch now instead, okay? So what I'm going to do is just touch your toes, okay? Slightly harder version of the last one, but hey, you know, get it done. And if you can't do the full toe touch version, all you're going to do is just touch your knee, okay? That's going to be the easier version, but I want you to try and do this version. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, slow and controlled, take a rest as and when you need it. So when you work on this exercise, you work on the rotation of the body, okay? Abs and core isn't just crunches all the time. Your body does lots of rotation movements, and if you've got a strong rotation, you're going to have a safer lower back. You're going to be able to do way more stuff outside of the gym, whether it be gardening or lifting, shopping, because you're kind of training those movements. And that's why we're in the gym and we're lifting compound movements like squats and deadlifts and all lunges. They all work on that anti-rotation benefits as well, which is really good. All right, nearly there. You've got another 15 seconds to go. And you might find when your arms are up like this, that your arms are starting to get tired as well. That's not a bad thing either. 3, 2, and done. Okay, cool. So that's going to be that front side of our body. Our core actually goes all the way around the body. It's not just what you see, it's what you do in the back as well, okay? So what we're going to do now, we're going to do something called a butt back, okay? And if you've got one of these dowels, this is going to be really handy to keep you honest, alright? So you can pop it in your back this way, and what I want you to do is just extend back. You work on the hamstrings, keep your back flat. If you find your back arching, you want to try and straighten your body up and get it back, alright? So again, we're going to do this for a minute, nice and slow, alright? And if you can't do it perfectly, just practice. Practice makes perfect, okay? 3, 2, 1, and butt back. And you're going to start to feel stretch in your hamstrings. You feel the core working, your glutes working. Good exercise. And make sure that you keep that flat, okay? If you start to feel the curve coming off, try and really push your chest out, get the head, upper back and bum all touching the stick as best you can. If this version, you can't do it though, another kind of foolproof way is push your arms to the ceiling, the corner, and then stick your bum back. You force yourself into that straight position. If you point down, you can see my back rounds, but keep it up, okay? Another 15 seconds to go. Keep those arms high, you can't help but keep a good posture with it. 3, 2, and 1. Alright. Next one we've got is a bird dog, okay? So if you've got sore knees, you can pad up your knees a little bit. And when you come down on all fours this way, okay? And what I want you to do is come opposite arm, opposite leg, okay? So there's a couple of easier variations. If you can't do both at once, do your bum first, and then do this one, okay? And then just cycle through, okay? If you can do the hard version, then by all means, give it a go, okay? If that version is too hard for you, then you grab yourself a chair, and where you can stick your bum down, okay? And I want you to just do it this way, alright? That's a really easy way, alright? So, ready? 3, 2, and go for it. So I'll do a couple on each one for you to try, okay? Alright, get rid of that chair now, we're down to the full version. Again, slow and controlled. It's all about the balance, stability of those muscles to keep you on your hands and knees. Whee! You fell. And what we don't realise is that the muscles in the glutes and the lower, the glutes in particular, are the biggest muscle in the body, which means that they're capable of doing an awful lot. But because we sit down all day long, they get really weak, and then that leads to back problems and posture problems and everything. So it's really important to strengthen these muscles. 3, 2, and done. All right. Next one we got now is a set of the glutes. Okay, that's do the bird dog. Now you've got a glute focused exercise. So I want you to use the back of the chair, and literally what you're going to do now, I'll show you this way. Instead of going backwards, I want you to take it out to the side. Okay? And you're going to do 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, and you keep that going for 60 seconds. Okay? 3, 2, 1, and go. So what we're working on now, because the core is very much your glutes are very much part of your core, is that the glute medius is the small muscle on the side of your hip there, okay? So many people we see, I'm probably guilty of it myself, have a really weak glute medius. And the glute medius is responsible for keeping your hips stable. And if you don't exercise this muscle, then you're going to get problems down the track. So it's really good. You might find though, you might not even get to do the whole minute, okay? Which is cool. It's a small muscle, it doesn't need a huge amount of work. Certainly if it's you're not used to it, you'll be pretty sore, okay? So do what you can. When you start to find that burning point, you can stop for sure. But if you can keep going, keep going. I'm done here, that's sore, pretty sore for my bum, right? So that, closer. That is the first round of this workout. I think it's been talking about 11 minutes. One round's fine. You can do 2 if you feel really good about it. But even for me, and I'm a trainer, I'm pretty fit. That's actually quite challenging for me. It's not super easy. So if you found this exercise really easy, slow everything down just a little bit. Really focus on the control, the contraction of those muscles. And this is a really good add-on to the end of your workout, okay? So that's the workout of the day. Give her another crack if you want. That'll take you about 25 minutes if you want to do it, if you can listen to the talking. If not, give it a go, give it a thumbs up in the group. Let everyone know how you go on with it. And I'll see you next time, guys. See ya.